Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 19. Hope you enjoyed the little twist on restorative yoga in a chair yesterday, day 18. We're closing in. It's so crazy. So we're gonna just have probably one of my favorite ways to just begin a day or begin a week is to just have a simple practice to connect with myself. So that's where we're gonna start. And um, anyway, happy day 19. All right, we're gonna start on our backs today. Get a little movement going before we rise on up. All right, lay flat on your back, hug your knees to your chest. Oh, and just kind of rock a little bit. And then roll your knees into a circle and feel how the back responds to that. I think one of the greatest gifts of yoga is how we learn to tune in. We spend so much time with this external focus on our jobs, our people, the world around us, that tuning in, even just for 15 minutes a day, can be such a gift. Circle your knees the other way. Feel how that little massage on your back feels so good, bringing some blood flow into the body. And now take your knees, clasping one hand on each knee. If you're in a chair, you're just going to follow along here. We're going to open the knees wide, letting the hips open, and close the knee. Just let them float. We're not yanking or pulling or pushing. We're just allowing them just open and close. Last one. And we'll open them again, but stay open. I'm going to actually grab behind my knees. That just feels better on my hip. Too much pressure. So I'm going to have my hands on my hamstrings and I'm going to see if I can get my knees to go wide like a frog. Okay, just let them float. So I'm not pulling or pushing. I'm just allowing gravity to do its magical thing. One more breath here. Close the knees and float your legs up. Hold on to your legs. If you're in a chair, just slide your legs out in front and just kind of be for a moment. Okay, so you should feel some little bit of stretch on the hamstrings. And once your feet are kind of up there, just rotate your ankles. Getting just some chi, some energy in the body, some prana. All right, close down those knees. Place the feet on the mat. We're just going to take our arms over the head. Get a big good morning stretch. All right, we're going to bring the hands back to the sky. Gently lower the hands down by your side. Peel the hips up to the sky. Get a good morning bridge. Exhale and lower. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, over. Good morning stretch. Inhale, hips to the sky. Exhale, everything lower. See how we connected those two things? Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach over. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, everything comes down. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, they go over. Inhale, hips go up. Exhale, everything comes down. Beautiful. Slide your feet long. Reach your arms above your head. Get a big good morning. Length, length, length. Point your toes. And then bring everything in. And come on up to a seat. Oh, just that little bit feels so good. All right, our favorite little mermaid. So right hand comes down, left goes over. We're making our way upright. Release it. Two more. Let's just get some of that movement through the spine. One more. Fantastic. Let's take the twist. We've done this a lot. Spin and look over your right shoulder. Should feel nice. Come back around. Other side. Legs to the right. Sit on your left cheek. Right arm goes up and over we go. Fantastic. Two more. Just feel that. Let it be loose. Life is hard enough, I often say. Let your yoga practice just feel good. All right. Spin to the left. Look over your left shoulder. While we're here, we're just going to transition over to all fours. If you need some extra padding, you can bring the bottom of your yoga mat and fold it up, or just grab one of those handy dandy blankets. Take your hips to the right, look over your left shoulder. Hips come back to center. Hips to the left, look over your right shoulder. Come back to center. Let's do some cat and cows. Lead your heart forward. Take a breath. Exhale and round your spine. Look at your heart. 2 more. Lead your heart. Round your spine. Lead your heart. And round your spine. Come back to center. Rise on up to your knees. Place your hands on your hips. Take your thumbs to your low back, just right along your spine. We're going to push the hips forward. That's it. Bend your elbows. We're just creating this nice long line. We're not coming into camel. Camel takes years of attention and practice to be able to do it safely. It's just not something that I think should be offered on YouTube. My opinion. Come back to all fours. Just my opinion. 1 more. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, round your spine. I'm probably quite opinionated. That's okay. Straighten your right leg. I like it. Take your left arm to the sky. Little twist here. Feel that? Oh, feel that through the right calf. Push through the heel. Really feel that. Return the left hand. Let's do the other side. Left leg goes long. Right hand rises. Beautiful. Come on back. And we're going to try a little side plank while we're at it. That was a little nice twist. Come to your left knee. Straighten your right leg. Reach your right arm. Okay, so we can also always come to a side plank here, but it's nice just to do it easy. Come on down. Right knee. Left arm. Come on down. And let's find down dog. I try to teach and practice for myself a way of yoga that feels good rather than looking at achievement. I think our life has enough goal-driven achievement. Wiggle your tail. And I guess in this season of my life, well, I like to feel good about what I'm doing in the world. Steady your body. Walk your hands back to your feet and slowly rise. What I appreciate more, I guess, in this season of my life is not achieving a thing, but feeling good about what I'm doing. So I try to infuse that into my yoga practice. There was a time where doing handstands and camel pose and plow pose and all of these complicated, intricate poses were very important to me. And you know what happened? I was able to do all of that and nothing changed in my life. So I realized I was actually harming my body by pushing it so hard. And I was also looking for some external outcome. If I can achieve a handstand, if I can achieve a headstand, then I will be whatever. Nothing happened. No confetti flew from the sky. The yoga gods didn't, put a big ribbon on my heart. So I shifted on the mat and off the mat to just feeling good about how I'm showing up in the world. And that can be here and there. All right, back of your yoga mat. We're going to travel and then come back. If you're sitting in a chair, spine is tall, you're going to come to that lean forward, which is engaging your low back and your core. When we come to the plank pose, we're just going to play with this. We're going to do 3 rounds just to get the body a little bit warmer. Reach your arms to the sky. Big breath in. On your exhale, bend your knees and spill over your legs. Inhale, we're going to walk forward to a push-up. Hold here. Take a breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, walk your feet. Hands to your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rebuild the spine. Becomes sort of this dance. Exhale, drop your shoulders. Let's do it again. Inhale up. Exhale, spill over your legs. Inhale, 1, 2, and 3. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, walk back using your core. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rebuild the spine. One more time. We got this. Inhale, reach. Exhale, spill. Inhale, walk. Exhale, dog. Inhale, return. Exhale, fold. Inhale and rise. So nice. All right. We're going to step wide. We're going to step wide. Adjust those pants. Always adjusting yoga pants. I don't understand it. All right. Toes are going to go out. I'm going to zip up the front line. I'm going to tee out my arms. Shoulders are going to drop. Right hand is going to fall. Left hand is going to reach. Really pay attention to the left side. Take your left hand that's in the air, reach it up and over. Feel that? Return to the T. Left hand drops, right hand reaches. Over we go. Come on back and lower it. You're going to bend the knees, coming into that familiar upper body twist. Bend your knees a bunch. Take your thumbs and push your thighs open. I had a funny little thing. Just shimmy your hips. Started taking aqua aerobics about 2 months ago because I really needed to get my hip in movement, and water really helps. Steadily drop your left shoulder, turn your right. And I'm in water aerobics, and it's kind of commonly known that people who are a little bit older come to water aerobics, even though it's a killer workout. Come back to center, drop your right shoulder, look left. And I have a whole new set of friends. My little troop, come back to center, one more time each side. My little sweet ladies. There's usually 30 to 40 people, well over 70 in the pool 3 times a week. Their commitment is inspiring. Come back to center, rise up. Their confidence in who they are is inspiring. They show up with their bathing suits on, and it's just that the community is so cool. And I was thinking about achievement. Left toes go forward, right toes go that way. Sink and bend. Come to warrior two. And I was thinking about these ladies who just show up, and they no longer are consumed with achievement or having to be on the outside a certain way. Drop your right arm, left arm goes up and over. They're there for health, they're there for community, they're there for movement. And I love that. They're not trying to be anything but who they are. They're not trying to get in the water the lowest and push the hardest. They're just enjoying their life. Rise up. And I thought that's how my yoga practice has turned. Right toes forward, left toes, is that I'm no longer looking for that warrior two left side, that perfection or that achievement. I'm just looking for the joy of it, the feeling of it. Whoop, I noticed my heart turned a little bit. That's because I'm so tight here. So just readjust. Take your left hand, drop it. Right hand goes up, and then over we go. Beautiful. Come back up. We're going to do the same thing each side. Lower your arms. But being the new girl in water aerobics, I get a lot of welcomes. They're so sweet. They welcome me to their group, Warrior Two. And several sweet ladies have asked me if I am a ballerina, which makes me giggle. Think, do you feel that? Drop your right hand, left hand goes up, over we go. Truth is, I was told my whole life that I was clumsy. Think a little more, we're here to stay. I was clumsy and I was a tomboy, which I was. I could throw a football better than any boy in the neighborhood. But I wanted to redo that story. One more breath. Rise up. We're going to do the other side. I wanted to change that story about myself. Turn your left toes. Think. And so at age 44, drop your left hand, reach your right arm up. Side angle. This side's a little bit trickier. Roll your heart. Can't get there. I'm going to hold here. This is my modified side angle, and that's okay. So at 44, I walked into a ballet studio, took an adult class. It was incredible. And it really did change my perception about myself, and that the stories we hold on to that maybe people have put on us, or maybe we've put on ourselves, can really be changed at any age in our life. Rise up, turn your toes, bring your hands behind you. Same like we did when we were on the floor with camel. Elbows go back, squeeze your heart forward. I got to change that story about myself. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And so I guess my movements come back to center, left ear, left shoulder, have become more graceful in my practice. I'm not as rigid. Come back, bring your toes in, keep your hands there, slide on down. My movements have become more fluid, I think. And in that fluid on the mat, I've become more fluid in my life. I don't have the rigidness and the goal driven and the harshness to my life. Think and stay. Bring your hands here, hold here, roll your shoulders. We're going to heat up the groin, heat up the legs, and we'll be here just for 5 breaths. And so I guess telling you all of that is to think about what you're looking for on the yoga mat. And can you tune in to that inner desire? Maybe you're at a place where you do want to do headstands, and you do want to have that rigid practice, and that's distinct, that's okay. Think a little bit more. You got 2 more breaths. But is that also showing up in your life where there's rigidness in your decisions and in your relationships? And is it getting in the way? That's all we're here to do, is ask. Rise up. Is what I'm doing getting in the way of my joy? That's the ultimate. Lift your heart. Take a breath. We're coming into a wide forward fold. Bring your hands to your legs or the floor. Now walk your hands forward. It's a beautiful version of a very wide downward facing dog. If you're in a chair, get those legs straight and lean forward, preferably resting your hands on another chair or a sofa or somebody's hands, just feeling that stretch. Look between your legs, look behind you, feel that through the hips and the hamstrings and the glutes. All right, walk your hands close to you. We're going to turn the right toes. We're going to come into a low lunge, drop your left knee, and sweep your right arm. It's a beautiful way to get there. Take a breath. Return your right hand, tuck your left toes. We're going to walk around. Keep walking. This one's going to be tricky for me. Drop your right knee. Bend your left. Right hand goes down. Left hand goes up. Beautiful. We're going to stay down. Left hand lowers. Step it back to that camel prep. Bring your hands back. Squeeze your elbows. Press your hips forward and just look up. Very baby camel. It just opens up, okay? 1 more breath. And then have a seat on your heels. Feel that stretch through your quadriceps. If you've had a knee replacement, this is not for you. Just have a seat. If you have not had a knee replacement, this can be actually an amazing posture for infusing a lot of circulation in the knees. So it's nice to have. All right, take 1 more breath. And then sweep your legs out from under you. Bring them on around and straighten them in front. So maybe think about that today and this week. Shake your legs out. Bend your knees. Hold on to your hamstrings. Just think about, are you looking for some sort of outcome on the yoga mat or chair? Are you looking for some sort of outcome in your life? And where could you polish that? Lift your heels, balance on your bum, bring your toes up. How can you find that softness and grace in both the practice and the application of the practice, which is life? 1 more breath. Drop your heels. I don't know, something cool. Press your heart forward. We got 1 more. We could change this a bit. You can keep a hold onto your hamstrings. You can take a hand away and another hand away and really feel the core fire up. You can reach your arms up. You can straighten your legs. You can do anything you want here for 3 breaths. Lift your heart. Lift your heart. Ooh, lift your heart. And then lower your feet. Feet come together. We're going to come into that seated butterfly. So the soles of your feet come together. And your left hip is going to open. Mine won't. Right hip open. So there it is. Right there it is. Actually see my hip surgeon this week. Rock a little bit. And I was able to do this, but something's not quite right in there. It's just not letting me have some movement. So again, roll with it, tune in with it, maybe ask, what is it I'm here to learn from it? One more breath. And lower on down. So in a lowered position, the hips open more gracefully. Okay, so just feel that stretch through the inner thigh. Place your hand somewhere on your body, your tummy, your heart. Close your eyes. And think about today tuning inward, softening a little bit of your intensity on and off the mat. And taking some of that energy and wisdom from my sweet water aerobics ladies of just showing up in life as you are, finding community in people, joy in the moments, and truly living your best life. It's absolutely inspiring. There's 2 people who attend the yoga or the water aerobics class who are using a walker, the mother and daughter, and they use their walker right up to the edge of the pool. And it's so inspiring. They have every excuse in the world to stay home and watch Price is Right, and yet they show up. It's so inspiring. Take a breath. Empty your breath. Reach your arms over your head. Take a big day 19. It's a Monday. Good morning stretch. And you have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow, day 20. We're in the 20s already. So make it a great day. Love who you are. Be graceful in your movements here and there. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.